Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we are going to talk about Super Bowl 54. I used to be a real huge fan of football. I played some in school. Um, Even played at the same time as Thomas Jones, who went to the NFL, ran for the Jets, Cardinals, and a few other teams. Played in one of our opposing schools. So I actually saw him on the field in person. But I dropped off here in the last few years. I moved in with some friends for a while, but they were not sports fans. So I rarely was allowed to watch football. And it kind of fell from my view screen. And of course, at that point, Patriots were there every year. Or at least it felt like it. So that ruined my appetite for sports even more so. I got tired of football. Seeing the Patriots in the Super Bowl almost every year, I just got tired of it. I used to be a person who could name you off these Super Bowls, no problem. Name you off starters, backups, people in the drafts. That was who I was. I kept up with this information pretty heavily. Now I couldn't with my memory and where I've been off for so long. There's no way. But yeah, when I was younger, I kept up with this stuff straight on. But this year is a Super Bowl I am excited for. No Patriots in sight. No Cowboys. No Steelers. It's the Chiefs and the 49ers. That kind of it genuinely brings some joy to my heart to know there's no Tom Brady anywhere in sight. God, I hate the Patriots now. I was like, good for them. They won that Super Bowl against the Rams. But after that, I just started getting sick of them. Over and over and over. I felt good. They won a championship. That's great for the city. That's great for the team. Now I can't stand the Patriots. They've made me so sick of football. I've stopped. They're a big reason I stopped watching it. If the NFL knew what's good, they'd crack down and say, all right, we got some restrictions on teams that do this. But no. Anyway, what we want to talk about is this Super Bowl. Super Bowl 54. I think we started in 1966 was the first Super Bowl. Somewhere around there. It was late 60s. I think it was 66 because 69 I think was Super Bowl 3, the Jets and the Colts. Joe Namath. So yeah, 50 years. which that would put us in Super Bowl IV, 1970. Because it has been 50 years since the Kansas City Chiefs made it to their last Super Bowl. 50 years. That's incredible. I was kind of hoping for a rematch of Super Bowl I, which means Green Bay would have beat San Francisco, and it would have been Green Bay and Kansas City in the Super Bowl. I was kind of hoping for that. That would have been kind of fitting to see a rematch of the first Super Bowl. But Green Bay didn't make it. San Francisco won instead. But yeah, it's been 50 years. Kansas City was in Super Bowl I, and then their next one and last Super Bowl they were in was Super Bowl IV. So they was in the very first one, Super Bowl IV. Then no other Super Bowls up until this year. So they're kind of the Chicago Cubs of professional football. You know, the Cubbies had went so long, I think it was just over 100 years. Well, the Chiefs have the longest stretch from having been in it their last time up until now, up until this Super Bowl. So it's the longest between Super Bowls for any NFL team, 50 years. So Super Bowl IV to Super Bowl 54. And honestly, I like the team. I kind of want them to win. I would love to see the Chiefs with another Super Bowl trophy. They won in Super Bowl IV against the Minnesota Vikings, I think it was. So, yeah, seeing the Chiefs with another Super Bowl trophy would be nice, especially after 50 years. San Francisco, I honestly have no qualms with either. Um, I think they've got a pretty good team. I didn't watch the NFC Championship near as much as I did the AFC Championship. But I've never really had much qualm with San Francisco, even watching them in the years of Montana and Young when they won those Super Bowls. See, some teams can win Super Bowls without feeling like jackasses, Patriots. Anyway, um, yeah. Whoever wins, I'll be happy. I think it will be an interesting game. I expect it to be within 10 points, maybe even less. But I expect to see a lot of um, scores, but it will remain close. We might see something like maybe 42 to 35. You know, somewhere around there, which would be wonderful. It'd be entertaining, high scoring, close. It'd be a wonderful affair to see. And hopefully, it's just a great game. I expect a lot out of both teams because, like I said, just a precursory glance over their stats, and they both look pretty interesting. 49ers, especially with that run game. So I'm kind of curious how this will end up. But if there's no more Patriots, no more Brady that we have to worry about every year, I might start watching football again. I've started watching wrestling again. No WWE, but AEW, NWA. I feel almost like I'm 17, 18 again, because that was when I watched a lot of pro wrestling, pro football. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you do watch it. I know I will be watching. It's the first one I'll feel excited to watch in a long time. But I just wanted to speak on that a little bit. I do have the feeling the 49ers might pull this out. But like I said, I think it'll be about a 7 to 10 point game. But anyway, as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Have people cite their sources if they make certain claims that, can be proven or disproven. If they're just, saying it's a gut feeling, well, there's nothing you can really prove or disprove. But if they're saying, you know, we never landed on the moon, show your evidence. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. But until then, later.